everyone, welcome back to another video. So today we will be going over our picks for the third round, the conference final in the KHL Playoffs. But first we'll do a quick overview of the second round. Alright, so the first matchup that we'll look at in the second round was CSKA Moscow versus Dynamo Moscow. I picked Dynamo Moscow to win in 6 games. That did not happen. CSKA Moscow beat them in 5 games. It was 4-1 the series. So I was wrong about that one, both in the terms of who won and how many games. Alright, and the next matchup in the Western Conference was SKA St. Petersburg versus Lokomotiv Yaroslavl. I did pick St. Petersburg to win in 7. They did win, but they won it in 5. So both series were a 5-game series. Alright, now looking up at the matchups in the East, it was Avtomobilis from Ekaterinburg versus Celibat Ulayev Ufa. I picked Avtomobilis in 5. I got the number of games right, but it was Celibat Ulayev who won in 5. So Celibat Ulayev is moving on to the conference final. It was a great run by Avtomobilis, just not quite enough gas to get over the hump. Alright, and the final matchup of the the Eastern Conference, Boris Astana versus Avangard Omsk. I said Avangard Omsk would win in 6. They did win, they won it in 5. So if you're following along at home, all 4 series were a score of 4-1. All went to Game 5, and that was it, which is very bizarre that happens for every single series. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Kind of neat, but weird, very weird. So that brings us to the conference final. It'll be the 2 Army teams, CSKA Moscow versus SKA St. Petersburg. One is the Army team and one is the Navy team. So that one will be very good. A lot of history between those 2 franchises. Very excited for that one. And we have Celibat Ulayev versus Avangard Omsk. Again, should be phenomenal series. But who do I think is going to win? Get right into that right now. Alright, so first matchup in the conference final, we'll be taking a look at the Western Conference. Like I said, the 2 Army teams, the Red Army and St. Petersburg. St. Petersburg right now has been led by Nikita Gusev. He has 14 points throughout the playoffs. And Moscow, I believe, is being led by Mikhail Grigorenko, former Buffalo Sabre and Colorado Avalanche. I think he has 12 points, so not too bad for both teams. But who do I think is going to win? I'm going to take St. Petersburg. They'll be going back to the championship final here, and I don't know, it should be a good series, I think. There's enough history and enough rivalry between these teams to make it a good series regardless of who wins. But I'm going to take St. Petersburg. They are my favorite KHL team. So I'm going to say St. Petersburg we'll do 6. Alright, so in the Eastern Conference, as I mentioned earlier, it will be Celibat Ulayev Ufa versus Avangard Omsk. And this one also, I think, should be a good series. I know I say that about everything, whether it's NHL playoffs or KHL, I guess. It'll be a good series. But Celibat Ulayev is being led by Timo Hartikainen and Linus Ullmark. Timo Hartikainen is leading them in points. He has 14 as well as, so same as Nikita Gusev. And Avangard Omsk is being led by Taylor Beck, sorry. I know he's kind of a surprise for me, at least. Maybe I haven't been following closely enough. But Taylor Beck leading Avangard Omsk. He's got 13 points. Very big surprise, but they're a very well coached team, and yeah, this one should be interesting. Now, as much as I'd like to think Avangard Omsk will go on to the final to play St. Petersburg, so I can have my, I guess you'd call it, dream final of my 2 favorite teams. Celibat Ulayev right now is they're just rolling. They're on a bit of a run that I didn't really see coming, and good for them. So this one's hard. I don't know who to pick. Alright, after careful consideration, I am going to take Avangard Omsk to face St. Petersburg in the final. Not necessarily because I think they will, but because I want them to. I'm going to say Avangard Omsk in 7 because I think that will be a hell of a series. I'm not discounting or taking Salavat Ulayev Ufa lightly. They'll be a very, very tough task for Omsk. But I'm going to take Yager's former team here, and yeah, I'm going to go for Avangard Omsk in 7. Alright, so just a quick recap. SKA St. Petersburg will take out CSKA Moscow in 6, and then Avangard Omsk will take out Salavat Ulayev Ufa in 7. Alright everyone, that wraps up this quick video here doing my conference final predictions. Thanks again for watching, I really appreciate it. I know these KHL videos aren't the most popular ones that I do, but I really enjoy doing them. If you haven't already, you guys can like and subscribe, I'd greatly appreciate it. You can also check me out on Instagram and Twitter if you want as well. I'll leave a link to those in the bottom. But in the meantime guys, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys again soon. Take care, bye.